Hey guys, how are you doing? Today we're diving into the brand new Huawei Watch GT6, and right here I have the smaller 41mm version. I've been using the black version with the fluoroelastomer strap as my daily smartwatch over the past week, and I'm going to share with you everything you need to know. In this review we will cover the battery life, the key specs and the design, the new functions and features, the fitness and GPS tracking, as well as the health features. And at the end I will also give you a quick comparison to the bigger Huawei Watch GT6 Pro, so you know exactly which model fits you best. So let's start with the battery life, because that's always one of the most important points. On paper, the Huawei Watch GT6 comes with endurance numbers that clearly beat most competitors in its class. With light usage, you will get up to 14 days of battery life. With normal usage, you are looking at about 7 to 8 days, which is still really solid. And if you're doing continuous sport with the GPS turned on, it will last around 25 hours. To put this into perspective, the Apple Watch Series 10 lasts only about 18 hours with the always-on display enabled. So while Apple users have to charge their watch basically every single night, with the GT6 you can go more than a week without worrying about charging. And that really changes how you use the watch. You don't have to constantly think about battery percentage, and you can even track long trips or sleep for several nights in a row without interruption. Charging is wireless and quick enough for the size of the battery. A full charge takes about 85 minutes, and topping up for just 15 minutes will already give you enough juice for a day or two. Now let's talk about the design and the overall package. And the Huawei Watch GT6, the 41mm version, is designed to be a little bit smaller and sleeker compared to the Pro model, which makes it perfect for those who want a light and more elegant smartwatch on the wrist. The case measures 41.6mm in diameter, is 9.9mm thick, and weighs only about 38 grams without the strap. That's noticeably more compact and lightweight than the Pro version, and on the wrist it feels almost like a traditional smartwatch. Now when it comes to materials and options, Huawei gives you plenty of choices. The GT6 is available in 5 different colors. So you got this black version with the fluoroelastomer strap, which is one that I'm testing right here, and this one is priced at $249. White one with composite vegan leather strap, which is also $249. Brown with a composite vegan leather strap, which is $269. Purple with a fluoroelastomer strap, so that's the same sporty feel as the black version. And you got the gold Milanese strap, the premium option, which will be $299. So no matter which version you pick, the build quality feels premium for this price. The display is an AMOLED display measuring 1.32 inches with a resolution of 466 by 466 pixel. The brightness goes all the way up to 3000 nits, which is more than enough to clearly read the screen outdoors in direct sunlight. The colors are vibrant, the contrast is deep, and the watch faces really pop on the panel. The casing is stainless steel on the front with a polymer back, so not quite as premium as the titanium, ceramic and sapphire combination on the Pro version. But for the size and the price, it's still very solid. It's also water resistant up to 5 ATM, which means you can swim with it without worries. It is compatible with iOS and Android smartphones, and you get 2 buttons on the side. The lower one opens up your sport modes and the wallet by default, and the upper crown is rotatable, and you can scroll through your notifications or you get to your app menu. By the way, the lower button is customizable and you can connect any other app to the button that you have on your smartwatch. Now every new Huawei smartwatch brings a few extra tricks, and the GT6 is no different. One of the most important features is the SOS emergency functions with the fall detection. If you fall and don't respond for 60 seconds, the watch automatically calls your preset emergency contacts or even the local emergency number. This is a feature you hope you will never need, but it's actually really good to have for safety. Besides that, you get the usual smartwatch functions, so you got Bluetooth calling, notifications straight from your phone, and even the option to reply with text or emojis if you're using an Android smartphone. Unfortunately, iOS users won't have that reply option, but you still get the call alerts and notifications. The phone call function works well. You can dial directly from the contact list or enter numbers on the watch display. There's also music control, weather, alarm, timer, stopwatch, and even a compass. And what I really like is that Huawei manages to include all of the features without killing the battery life. You also get a huge variety of watch faces. Some are designed to save power, some use a little bit more, and then others are somewhere in between. You can choose between analog and digital designs, set your own photos as a background, and there's a nice mix of minimalistic and colorful options. Most of them are for free, but there are also some premium watch faces if you want even more variety. And yes, there is of course an always-on display mode, but keep in mind it does reduce battery life. On top of that, the Huawei Health app includes an app gallery with additional apps you can download to your watch, like a voice recorder, you got a camera controller, calendar, fitness apps, or even some simple games. The selection isn't large as on Apple or Samsung watches, but it keeps growing. The customizable tiles are another nice touch. You can add multiple apps to one tile, so you might have all of your favorite health tracking metrics in one place, or a quick launch for your most used sport modes. By the way, if you liked the video so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more tech reviews. You will also find the link to the smartwatch down below in the description as soon as it's available to me. Now let's get into the sports and the fitness tracking, which is really the heart of the Watch GT6. The watch can automatically detect and start tracking many common activities like walking, running or cycling. In total, you get more than 100 different workout modes, and among them are some really useful ones like skiing and trail running. One highlight is the sunflower positioning system, Huawei's latest GPS tech. I rode my bike in circuits a couple of times and the GPS was actually pretty good. Now on the straight lines it was basically spot on, and in the curves you had a little bit more of deviations. In the city I occasionally saw bigger jumps, but in the park or open areas accuracy was much better. Huawei talks about only minimal deviation, and my test definitely backs that up. Now there's just one bad thing I need to say, and that is that it can take a few minutes until the watch finds the GPS signal, which can be a little bit annoying at times. Cyclists get something really special here, the cycling virtual power meter. This is actually the first watch to offer such a feature. It lets you measure your power output and watts directly without needing a separate external power meter. That's a big advantage because power meters are actually pretty expensive. In my test, the feature worked well, although I did feel that the watt numbers were a little bit too high compared to what I expected. Also important, this feature only works outdoors, it does not support indoor cycling. Now while the GT6 covers most sports very well, there are some differences compared to the GT6 Pro. For example, the Pro version tracks more detailed data during your trail running, including elevation and estimate arrival times at checkpoints. And while the Pro supports golf and even diving modes, those are not included here on the regular GT6. When it comes to the health, Huawei packs a lot of useful features into this compact watch. You get heart rate monitoring with TrueSense sensor, which in my experience works very accurately. There's also the new HRV measurement, or the heart rate variability, which many fans have been asking for. Then there is emotions and stress detection with improved algorithms for better accuracy in the emotional assessment. You also get health insights, which shows multiple health metrics side by side and compare them to the last couple of days. Super useful if you want to track long-term trends in your fitness and health. Unlike the GT6 Pro though, the 41mm version does not have an ECG function, and it also doesn't include atrial fibrillation detection. Still, you get all of the essentials, like you got sleep tracking, SpO2 monitoring, skin temperature tracking, female cycle tracking, breathing exercises, and the Stay Fit app for daily activity reminders. The sleep tracking is once again excellent. It shows me accurately when I fell asleep and woke up, breaks down my sleep cycles, gives suggestions for better sleep, and even provides a sleep score. Through Health Insights, you can also compare your sleep across the past weeks. So what's my verdict on the Huawei Watch GT6? This is a smartwatch that combines a great battery life, a beautiful compact design, precise GPS, and a lot of health and fitness features into a package that's much cheaper than many competitors. With up to 14 days of light use and 8 days of normal use, it easily beats watches like the Apple Watch Series 10, which lasts less than a day. The Sunflower GPS system is impressively accurate, the sports modes cover everything from daily workouts to skiing and trail running, and the cycling virtual power meter is a fantastic new feature, even if the watt numbers are sometimes a little bit optimistic. When comparing it to the Huawei Watch GT6 Pro, there are a few key differences to keep in mind. The materials are different. The Pro uses titanium, sapphire, and ceramic, while the GT6 uses stainless steel and polymer. Some sport functions are only on the Pro, like golf and diving, and the advanced trail running data with elevation and checkpoint timing. And finally, the ECG function is exclusive for the Pro model, while the regular GT6 sticks to the basics, but still offers health insights. If you want the absolute premium experience with all of the extras, the GT6 Pro is the way to go. But if you're looking for a compact, elegant, and affordable smartwatch with still excellent performance, the GT6 is a fantastic choice. And guys, there we have it. So I guess I will see you in the next one. Peace.